G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance with Mags. So, in our last episode we had just found the meeting place for our heretics, and we found a small wooden cross. Now, the quest update for this, and that pops up, isn't to actually take it back to the vicar, it's to find out who owns the cross first. And I personally don't really want to take it back to the vicar just yet. I don't like these Inquisition types all that much, or at least not until I find out exactly who the heretics are and what they're supposed to be. So, what we're going to have to do, I think I'm about to sneeze here in a moment, what we've got to do is find out exactly who owns the cross, and I think the best bet will actually be to go up here to the church for that. My old mate up here should have something to say on the matter, or at least I would think he would. Alright. The cross.
Father, I wonder if you could tell me whose cross this is.
I do know, but I'm not sure I can tell you.
I don't understand. Why not?
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir Hanu sent you here to help him.
You're right, that isn't really true.
That's not how it is.
And how is it?
Sir Hanu sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Although, the reason does depend.
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well. Tell me.
I found it in the woods. It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too. So whose is it?
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanish too happy either.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it. The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
Certainly not. In the church they'd pray the usual way. But at home it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
So the Bowers, what do you know about them?
What do you know about the Bowers?
When I think about it now, they're a little peculiar.
What do you mean?
Well, they do rather keep themselves to themselves. They attend Mass, true enough. They leave the moment it's over. And I've never seen them at a dance or a celebration of any kind. But on the other hand, they give more alms to the needy in the village than anyone. I can't deny them that.
Where did those Bower folk come from?
I don't really know. I've never spoken to them much, but they've not been here long, only 2 or 3 years.
Newcomers, fairly secretive to themselves, but give a lot to the poor.
And the cross? Did you consecrate that for the Bowers themselves?
No. It belonged to the family who lived on the farm before them. That was quite a sad story.
And the cross
Right,
isn't theirs.
I'll get on with it.
Not technically.
God be with you.
Yeah, we don't need to ask about work. We've got our own. The Bower Farm is suspected. Report to the Vicar. The Vicar. Quest log. What we got? The Bower Farm is suspected. Report to the Vicar. I don't want to do that yet. It's optional. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it until it's confirmed. Sneak into the Bower property and eavesdrop on their evening prayers. Fair enough. We'll do the second one. Again, I sort of wish we had a some sneaky gear here. So that's 5. Where's the farm? Ah, the farm's down here. Alright, so south of town, cross the river, continue south past the butcher and into the great unknown. There you go. Shrine? Okay. And that should be our property. And yes, it is. Alright, so it's a little triangle. So we're splitting the roads. Actually, a road on all 4 sides of the property. Triangle shape. And it looks like the big building on the right-hand side is likely the one we've got to eavesdrop into. What time is it? Might actually be getting pretty close to the time for them to do the whole prayers thing. Hiccups. What have we got? Exactly where do I park the horse to try and keep this, not exactly the sneakiest point for it, but there's pretty much no windows on the outside of this, so... And that... Now that is interesting. There's a ladder here that leads directly into the loft.
Ah. I could try listening from here.
You don't say. Well, now, I guess we wait.
Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are bound to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time before
they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it? That vicar is baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear, what on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. And I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side, although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know. And you have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
I'm sorry, I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? You may come for us at dawn.
Alright, maybe I'm just not up to date on religion, but that didn't sound too heretical, but they did sound like they knew that they were doing something wrong, so... What to do? What to do? What are my quest options? Get rid of the vicar. Well, that's definitely something that we want to do. Pass a message to the vicar. Talk to Father Gudrun. Yeah, claims aren't there, but so much different. And there's no doubt that there's heresy underfoot in the Bowers farm. All I have to do now is verify the vicar's suspicions. If I am to help Father Goodwin help the Bowers, I'll have to consult with him about what to do. Okay, I crept up to the Bowers' loft to eavesdrop on their evening prayer, and it was particular alright. Not the prayer itself, okay, which was just the same as in every home, but the fact that it was led by a woman, Mistress Bower. I heard nothing else that could be regarded as heresy, but from the conversation at supper it was clear that they all feared the vicar. Mistress Bower and her husband are even determined to confess to the vicar, while the hands are planning to flee. Okay, so, other than the fact that she was the one leading it, there's nothing odd there, which is sort of what I thought. It didn't sound... I'm not exactly brushed up on my religion here, but it didn't sound like there was anything too bad about that. It's not like they were summoning Satan over a nice cup of fresh blood or something along those lines. Technically, what I should do is tell the vicar, but I don't really want to help the vicar, because the vicar, you know, he's a bit of an arsehole. I get the impression that he's a bit of an arsehole. And to get that kind of a job, you kind of have to be a bit of an arsehole. Well, I guess I'll sneak out quietly. And we'll go talk to the good father about what's going on and see what he's got to say. How the hell they did not hear an armoured man in plate and chainmail sneaking out of their loft, I'll never know, but hey. Or the horse galloping away in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so from this time of night, the priest is going to be in his lodgings, and that's a private area, so that will just cause me a drama to go and wake up, so I might...
Someone there.
Of course somebody's here.
The answer to my prayers.
What the hell?
You'll get...
What?
Yeah.
The hell was that about?
Got me at the knees, have you?
Are you serious? You want to have a go?
I'll send you straight.
Night watchman and the guards just having a shot at me. Why? What the hell is that about? I'll take his door key. I'll take his groschen. Take his trunk key. I'm going to leave everything else on him. Another door key, groschen, and another trunk key. I have no idea what just happened with that, or why that just happened. But, you know, I should probably put that away and just go find a place to spend the night and pretend that didn't happen and I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, that might be the best choice. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I slept with one of their wives the last time I was here. It was a big night and I don't remember all of it. That's a problem. Okay, so... where is the inn exactly? Trader... Baker... Please don't tell me it was the inn that I went and... No, I didn't kill anyone, I was attacked and I defended myself. That's all. That's Baker's. Well, it looks like I'll just be sitting at the pub then. Actually, that's an idea. I'll, just wash myself off a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let's just go sit at the pub and wait until morning. I think I've got a little bit of food on me, so I should be able to sort that out. And, yeah, we'll go from there. See, she's not attacking me, so it was just those two idiots. Yeah, self-defense. Self-defense, that's what it was. Gotta stop calling the damn horse. Alright, so food... yeah, that's bad. No, I don't have anything else, which sucks, but that's alright. What I do have to pass the time... Flame remedy... Let's start with primer. Six hours should be enough. Right, church bells going, and what did we get up to? You've improved reading, you've reached a new level in reading. Did I finish the whole thing? You've already read this book from cover to cover. 6 hours is enough to complete the book. Awesome. Unfortunately, I appear to be sitting outside reading a book in the pissing rain, so let's not do that anymore. And it still appears to be early enough that everybody is in bed.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort that out, Henry. Calm down. The idea was just go inside here and grab myself a feed in the inn, but it looks like we're We're still a little bit early for that. Wait another hour. Alright, that's better. Now, where's the bar wench? Or the innkeep? The barkeep? Whoever it is? You, innkeeper. Could have been around last night. I could have done with the bed. But that's fine. I will live without. Let's talk trade. Bacon, bandage, beer, bread rolls. Let's start off with some bread rolls. And bacon, because everything's better with bacon. Let's haggle a little bit, and
I'd
just
like to discuss the price.
considering the events of last night,
we can try it.
let's I'm gonna pay you 5 more.
Here you are, with a little top up.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Cool, a little bit of extra reputation. I might be in need of that. Yeah. Weapons. Let's get our shield back over there, and food. $68. 82. 97. Okay, that'll do it. Energy's down to 68. We are going to have to find a place to rest, but that's okay. We can deal with that when that happens. And there is the good father outside of the church, which is exactly where we need him to be.
So I went to check on the Bower farm, and I don't have good news.
Do tell.
They most certainly are heretics, at least as far as I can tell.
Are you sure? What did you hear?
Well, for a start, the evening prayers were led by a woman.
That is certainly unusual, but nothing conclusive in itself.
But that's not all. They're afraid the vicar will be coming after them.
Who wouldn't fear that? That swine finds fault with everyone.
Well, it's not like you'd have to try too hard. Mrs. Bower plans to confess everything.
Confess what, exactly?
Most likely her faith. The people of the farm were trying to discourage that, but her mind's made up.
Oh, good Lord, that's all I need. What am I to do?
Yes, Father, because this one's all about you at this point. She wants to confess they are heretics. We have to help them. This is a tough choice. They are heretics that go straight to the vicar. Now, if I wanted to do that, I would have just gone straight to the vicar. I'm looking for an option out. So, she wants to confess. We have to help them. We have to help them is throwing a lot in with them, and we don't really know anything about them, although they do give more arms to the poor than anyone else, and overall they seem to be relatively nice. She wants to confess. What path does that lead?
She's planning to confess. What would you like to do?
You have to talk them out of it, Hal. You must convince them to run.
I'm the one that's supposed to catch them. That's easy for you to say.
Me? And what am I supposed to say to them? I'm the one who's been hunting them down.
So who better? Do you think they'll listen to me? I'm a priest. If there's anyone they can't abide, it's me. You have to try at least. For their own good and for yours, Hal.
No, I'm not crazy. I don't want to side with the vicar. I have to think about it. No, that's just putting it off. So
You're
that
right.
only leaves me
Someone
one
has
option.
to help them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now hurry. You never know when the vicar might come for them.
Okay.
Farewell.
So, I'm going to try and help them flee, which means... Yep, I'm going to go all the way back to the farm again. Maybe it was the next one. I was sure there was a couple of bodies along here somewhere. And now they're suddenly gone. And nobody seems to be screaming about the fact that there's a couple of bodies floating around. Alright then, I'm just double check something here. Hunish's keys. Trunk keys. I've got keys for trunks. And I've got keys for doors, but there's 4 and I don't know if they're the ones from last night. Henry wasn't just imagining killing a guard and a townsperson, was he? When this is all said and done, before I do anything else, I'm going to have to come through and poke around some doors and see if there's one that I've got a key for with a chest inside that I can unlock. All bloody confused now. Anyways, it is a wonderful day for a ride, so let's go see if we can find our way back to this farm and convince these guys to get the hell out of here and hopefully take the vicar with them. Alright, so welcome back to the farm again. Now this time I'm not going to be so subtle about anything. Let's just go straight through the front door. And they should be inside. I guess I've got to talk to the lady here. Hello, Mistress Bauer.
What are you
Let's see how
here
this
for?
goes.
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want to help you and your husband.
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the same time you want to help me. What's going on?
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions. But I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
Okay, so they're all talking options and my talking is only 8. I know how awful it feels to turn and run. I did it once myself. You won't be the only one to suffer for your choice. God gives the chance to escape. What about your husband? Alright.
Believe me, I know how cowardly it feels to flee. What it's like to abandon your nearest and dearest when they need you most.
Then you must understand why I can't do the same.
I do. But I also know that if I died that day, I would have achieved nothing by it. Whereas this way, I live on.
And what are you living for? Revenge?
Maybe. What of it? The important thing is that I'm alive, and I still have a life to do with as I please, and so could you. You can convert more people to your creed, instead of being scoffed at as they drag you to the pyre.
I'm sorry. but I just can't act otherwise. I've had enough of persecution, of living in fear and hiding who I truly am. I want to live and die in God's truth, not falsehood.
But that's madness.
You'd better go. And although I don't quite understand your motives, I thank you for your words. May the Lord watch over you.
Shit. Okay, well. If that's going to be what it is,
Hey! Hey!
I guess. Do I have any other options around here? No, if that's going to be what it is, I guess I'll go and speak to the vicar after all. At the very least, I can complete the quest.
Yeah.
Can't say I didn't try and help him. I can't say I didn't give him the option. I really don't want to tell the vicar about this, but it's the only option I've got left to complete this quest. And you, good father, are going to be really, really pissed with me over this. But at least Sir Hanush will be happy.
God be with you.
I know who the heretics are.
I found them, Monsignor.
Pardon me?
I found the heretics.
Really? And who are they?
The Bauer family and their entire household.
Well, I expect you to give me some evidence. In the last few days, I've been hearing how practically everyone here is a heretic.
I found that place the captive heretic talked about, and I found a family cross there. It took a bit of asking around, but I learned it belongs to the Bowers. Their farm isn't far from here, to the north. And then all I had to do was go there and do a little spying.
What of it? What did you hear?
They're of a different religion, nothing suspicious, heresy and blasphemy all around. We didn't hear that. They're of a different religion?
They were afraid you'd come for them. Some of them were talking about leaving the farm. Seems they're of another faith.
A different faith? Where did you get that from, my boy? There is only one faith, one God, one church. Understood?
Yes, I'm sorry, Monsignor. I didn't express myself well.
Yeah,
You're
he is a bit of a
forgiven,
cunt.
But be careful what you say. A little remark like that could draw the kind of attention you really don't want. Now, to the point. Did you hear their prayer?
Yes, and it was the normal Lord's Prayer. Just at the end, they begged God, if you'll forgive my saying, to rid us of that devil in Rome.
Hang on, Henry, I don't remember
God
that
forgive
part.
those poor souls, for they know not what they do.
Then they had a discussion. Mrs. Bauer seems to want to confess to it all, but the others were trying to talk her out of it.
Confess? A heretic who wants to confess? There'll most certainly be more to it than meets the eye.
She seemed pretty determined.
Never trust the word of a heretic. They're the devil's vessels. Remember, he tries his tricks through them.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, that will probably suffice for me. You did well. And for your devotion to Mother Church, you deserve a just reward.
Thank you, Monsignor.
Now, please excuse me. I need to arrange for their arrest and interrogation.
Of course.
May the Lord watch over you.
425 groschen. Well, I've pretty much set that entire family to be tortured to death for their beliefs. Although I did tell them to get the hell out, and hopefully the farmhands did leave and run. So it'll only be, well, in that case it'll only be the husband and wife, but, hey, at least I got paid. And I completed Sir Hanush's quest, so I've just got to go let him know what's going on. I'm not going to go talk to the father right now. He is likely going to be pissed, but hey, I just did what I had to do. I really should have just killed the vicar, shouldn't I? And, well, this place is actually kind of feeling like home now, so home sweet home, I guess. At the very least, I've got a couple of places I can stay around here that don't cost anything. And looks like I'm going to have to go into the castle. I should have taken the castle entrance around the other side. No matter. So Hunush should be up here. Then we should go to the baths and get cleaned up. Alright, maybe he's not. Where the hell is he? Right, so Hunush is across the bridge to the left. Across the road from the blacksmiths. In what appears to be a church. Private chapel, maybe, for the nobleman? First time being in here. This is Flash. The hell was that sound? This is Flash. Very Flash. Anyways. Sir Hanush, sorry to interrupt you.
What business have you?
It's all sorted out, sir. You've no need to worry about the vicar anymore.
Excellent. Some good news at last. I've heard some pretty wild rumors from Uzhitz. So what happened there exactly?
Maybe this will surprise you, sir, but there really were heretics in Uzhitz.
Are you telling me the vicar didn't come to stick his nose in my possessions?
I don't know about that, but he definitely suspected there were heretics hereabouts, and he was right.
Christ. A man doesn't expect that sort of thing in his own fiefdom. Did you catch them?
I told the vicar everything, and he had them arrested. They should be on their way to Kuttenberg by now.
And the vicar's gone with them. It gives me no pleasure to know he hit on something here. It gives him every excuse to return. But it's certainly good news for the moment. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my side. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
Thank
you,
sir.
You get paid twice.
See you later.
St. Michael's sword. And 375 groschen. So... coming close to an extra grand. St. Michael's sword. This Page's sword is what I've got now. 48 over 58 on damage. We got 55, 55, 5. Um, 70, 74. Wow. It's a bit longer though. More of a two-hander. But you know what? I'm reasonably happy with that. Let's come over here for a second. Nobody freak out, please. Nice. Alright, let's get rid of some of our junk while we're here as well and get some repairs on some of our gear. Okay, so all repaired and washed up and bathed and all that kind of good stuff, and now, Teresa.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
Now, I don't want to take that top option just yet, because I know what that one is. It's that dog wandering around here. Do you want to do something together again? Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the...
And how are they
Didn't mean to
doing?
click that. Yeah, healthy, but they have
They're doing
problems.
fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work, and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for 2 lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai. It's overcrowded with refugees, and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those 2 need work badly. To keep them out of mischief. You know what they're like.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in Ledechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
Ledechko.
I will. Thanks.
Alright, I'll try and stop by there on my next run in that direction. I'll have to look at a map to find out where that is. Yeah.
Don't you want to do something together again?
That sounds wonderful. Everyone says the Broken Wheel Tavern is the fun place to be in the evening.
Oh, here we go.
I want you to take me there.
Have you ever been to a tavern?
Me and my father used to stop at the tavern in the glade when he was taking the flour into town, but he never wanted to take me inside. What do you think, Hal? Shall we go?
Well, it's not surprising that he didn't want to take you inside, but it's almost as bad that he left you outside, a young girl on her own, outside a tavern.
And just where might that be?
Just above the upper gate, a little before you reach Ratai.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't see why not. But you'll have to try some ale while you're there.
I will, I promise.
Let's be going then.
$5 says there's going to be a bar fight. It's not even worth making a bet. There's guaranteed to be a bar fight. Stay, horse.
Go to taverns a lot, do you?
Sometimes. If I want a proper meal, I have to. You wouldn't want to eat the stuff I cook.
That's true. I haven't forgotten that bet you made back in Skalitz that time.
Don't talk about those oat cakes. Fritz's belly heaves at the very mention, even now.
And that's where you go to woo wenches, is it?
Yeah, naturally. The taverns and baths are where the best ones gather.
You lout.
There's no need to take it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it any way at all.
It's all right. I'm only joking. I don't go picking up women in taverns.
No, just bathhouses and noble women's
Very
bedrooms.
different sort.
What sort might that be?
All mouth and green eyes.
Oh, that's
You're
a
such
brave line there, Henry.
Come on then. So, here we are. Shall we order something?
Yes, definitely.
Service?
Ah, a pair of lovebirds. What would you like to order?
Is it all right?
It's excellent.
This ale, there's no better in the province.
You know what?
What? What are you doing? Oh, no.
Oh.
But really?
Yes. Oh, come on, be brave.
No, I've never...
Hand on my hip.
I don't even know how.
And off we go.
But really, I don't know how.
You're doing just fine.
Right.
Henry is rather light on his feet there, considering he's not touching the ground.
It's fine.
It's actually kind of impressive that we'd be able to dance in that much armour. Working on that agility stat is very much paying off.
Not so bad. You wore me out.
And you said you couldn't dance.
How about a dance with a real man?
How about you leave me alone and bother someone else?
And here comes the bar fight.
Oh, come on. It's a crime to waste a body like that on a scrawny boy like him. You got tits like a cow in calf. That's it. I like a woman to fight before I fuck her.
Totally fucking called it, but I'm going to enjoy this one.
For that boy.
No, mate. You're going to pay for that one. Whoa, you're in the face a little close there. Get back. Now,
He deserves that.
I really do need to spend a bit of time working on Henry's fist fighting stat. I mean, I get the job done eventually.
Well done.
Oh, he felt that one. Steel gauntlet, meet bloody temple.
My hero. Does it hurt?
I don't think his hand's
No,
gonna
you should worry
hurt.
about
It's
the other
wrapped in
fella.
plate.
I'm
The other
fine.
guy's skull,
Ow.
on the other hand.
Of course you are. That's why you wince every time I touch you. You saw him off, though. He wasn't feeling so playful after you'd finished with him.
Well, I wouldn't bloody think so.
That tickles.
Baby. So, you'll probably be fine. But try to give your hands some rest. Don't go lifting anything too heavy.
Must not make dick joke.
Thank you. Can I take you home?
You never give up. Are you sure you don't need a bit more rest? I can find my own way home.
I'll manage those few extra steps.
Come on then, hero.
I'll give you this. Nights out with you might be painful, but they're never boring.
I do my best.
You should go in before Peshek starts fretting.
Well, I think I'll call this one here. Anyways, ladies and gents, until next Monday, take care.